Can never get the weather up on this bloody phone.
Not working?
No.
Oh, it's a cloud with spots of drizzle tonight, 80% humidity, with a southeasterly wind. So it's a bit chilly today, probably about 6 degrees.
What?
I think the doorbell's going to ring. No, the doorbell's going to ring. There you go. All right.
How did you know all of that?
Limitless.
Hello guys, it's your boys Review Bros here with another one.
Yeah, so today we're reviewing a pre-workout in the form of Limitless. Big thanks to Muscle Rage for getting us this sent out. Do go check them out on Instagram. We'll go through the prices and the taste and the effects as normal. So Limitless pre-workout, here we go.
Alright, moving on to the taste segment for Limitless. So comes in 4 flavours: cotton candy, fruit punch,
sour gummy bear and cremated smurf. So that took quite a dark, sinister turn. We've got, both of us have got cotton candy. You've got the cotton candy as well.
Yeah.
So that's all we're going to be able to roll on with today. If we can get into them.
Just realised I've torn the label part off as well.
Oh, yeah. Right, here we go.
Let's see how it rolls. Oh, I wasn't expecting that colour.
Oh, I was expecting pink.
This one looks like the killed Smurf, if you ask me.
Cremated
Oh,
smurf.
Jesus, fumes coming off that. Jesus. Give it some rigorous.
Right, here we go. Right. Cotton candy, here we go.
Chin chin. That's quite nice.
Don't taste like cotton bloody candy though, does it?
Not at all.
Tastes like blue raspberry. It looks like blue raspberry. They've definitely.
Have we got swapped out? Have we got the wrong flavour?
Definitely cotton candy, guys. I wouldn't say it tastes bad. Don't get me wrong, but it just don't taste like cotton candy to me.
No, it's a raspberry flavour, isn't it? How strange. I'd go around the 4, around that region.
If I was honest, guys, I would genuinely say that's a label problem. That's
Does
blue
look like
raspberry. It looks like blue raspberry and it tastes like blue raspberry, but it's called cotton candy, so...
Were there any flavours that were blue raspberry on that list? Because maybe we've got that somehow.
Well, I don't know. But I wouldn't say it tasted bad myself, and it mixes okay. Are yours?
A few little bits, but I didn't really stir it rigorously, to be
honestly,
fair.
in the shaker, it'd probably be better off. I'd personally say it's like a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
So, you know, it still passes the test. Whether it tastes like what it's supposed to, arguable, but 4 out of 5, guys, so...
5 guys.
Yeah. Okay, guys, time to talk some money. So, basically, it's not a bad price product. I'll start off by saying that. So, we're looking at... it's a US-made product, but they do get shipped from Bristol in the UK, so it is, you know... You can get it worldwide, basically, is what I'm trying to argue. $29.99 British sterling, which works out at $39.26 to be very precise, which is actually 99 pence 9999 recurring. So, you know, it's £1 a go, basically, or $1.30 a go. So, on our price scale, that is a 4 out of 5. So it's a good price. You know, definitely some worse. There's some good ingredients in it, I'll argue, when we go through the ingredients section. So £1 a go.
Let's see if it's worth it.
4 out of 5.
Alright, effects of Limitless. Does it make you the Limitless guy in the Limitless film? Like Aaron at the start of the video? Let's find out. It does say unparalleled focus, unrivaled power, unmatched performance.
Let's see, is that going to be the case?
Or not. Alright, so it's a 12.6 gram scoop. 1 scoop is the max. It doesn't say do anything else less or more. So first up is L-citrulline malate, 6,000 milligrams.
So that's your main pump ingredient, responsible for raising nitric oxide levels in the blood. 6 grams very good dose actually. Yeah, we would argue that's perfect. I wouldn't like to see anything less than 4 grams, so 6 grams, we're smashing it really.
We'll accept that.
Yeah, we will.
Beta-alanine at 3,200 milligrams.
Optimal dose, perfect. We've seen higher, we've seen very, very many lower, so that is perfect. That's responsible for lactic acid buffering, therefore improving endurance in the training. It's also got that psychological effect in terms of its tingles effect.
Which we're experiencing now.
Yeah, yeah.
Next up, alpha GPC 300 milligrams.
So again, alpha GPC, this is one we don't see often. It's very much responsible for neurotransmitter enhancements, so brain, cognitive function, tunnel vision, coordination. And 300 milligrams, I will like to add, is a very good dose.
Again,
we see some of these that like really target alpha GPC as low as 150 milligrams, so we've got double that. It's a very exciting product by the looks of all the research we've done in terms of tunnel vision. So
we'll see how that holds up.
We will.
Caffeine anhydrous 250 milligrams.
So that's your instant hitting source of energy. 250 is, that's not bad.
It's the lowest we'd accept, really.
Yeah, we like 300, but 250 again, and there is also a top up which we'll go through. But yeah, that's your instant hitting energy source, and it's not a bad dose at all.
No, it's alright. Urea gerensis 175 milligrams.
That's your plant extract with similar chemical structures to some hard hitting drugs, basically, put it simply.
Straight speed.
It's stimulation of the brain, stimulation of the heart and the body. It's going to also top up with the alpha GPC in terms of focus and tunnel vision. 175 milligrams. Not a bad dose. We've seen it go as high as 300, but that is a higher dose. 175 is probably more the average range.
Decaffeine malate 100 milligrams.
So 100 milligrams of decaffeine malate, like I said with it, caffeine anhydrous. This being a decaffeine malate, it takes longer to digest in the blood, so it will kick in secondary. So when the anhydrous version starts to taper off towards the end of the training, decaffeine malate will start working up, so you're going to have a constant flow of energy during the gym. 100 milligrams of that.
Nice. Next up, theobromine 75 milligrams.
Theobromine, smooth muscle relaxant, but speeds up the heart, so it gives you that cardiovascular endurance, general heating of the body, just giving you that, that internal heat feeling, just getting you ready for the gym as well. 75 milligrams, we've seen higher, but that's probably going to still do the job.
Yeah. And then we have black pepper extract 10 milligrams. 95%
piperine. Again, I say again, it's the first case in this. Digestion, that's the most important thing. We've got quite a lot of ingredients in this pre-workout which are not normal, so having 10 milligrams of black pepper extract is going to help with digestion really well. That's actually a really good dose. Normally you see 5.
And finishing off, we have Huperzine A 200 micrograms.
Another tunnel vision, memory, cognitive enhancer. 200 micrograms is a good dose of that. What more can I say? It's just going to help you get through those sessions, give you that focus on what you're doing. And that rounds off the list, and it's quite an exciting list.
They're hitting every area there, aren't they?
Yeah, and they are all very good dosages.
There's no denying that.
We've seen higher, but these are clinical dosages, and that is something they advocate in their website.
Yeah.
So let's see how it rolls in the effects. Does it come together? We'll let you know. Okay, guys, it's that time you've been waiting for. Effects section. How did we feel it? How did the label come together? At the end of the day, how was this stuff?
The main section that you all want.
So, start off by saying, obviously, we'll commence with, we took the pre-workout. Within pretty quick, 5 minutes, I'd argue, started feeling that internal heat. The heart rate started to go up nicely. Itchiness was very strong. So that psychological effect was really good. Honestly, really good tingles on this one. And so there should be at 3.2 grams, that's a nice dose. So yeah, that was a nice kick in, you was ready for the gym. I'll say that on the drive down to the gym, I started to get that tunnel vision after definitely. 25 to 35 minutes. Yeah, good tunnel vision. What were your effects?
So pretty much, to put it simply, is it's a good all-rounder, isn't it? It didn't lack energy, didn't lack pump, didn't lack focus. All three of those elements were in the upper area on the scale, like all eight out of 10s across all three, I'd say, in that range.
Yeah, I'd argue the same. I'd argue
if we had to say the worst thing, we agreed would be energy, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we would say energy. We would say the pumps were the best.
Yeah.
The contraction of the muscle was fantastic today.
Yeah. Strength was up as well.
Yeah, strength felt good, and I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say I don't know if you can attribute this to the pre-workout, but it seems a bit convenient. We both felt not jointy,
and it's quite cold today as well.
Yeah.
Normally we feel quite.
Yeah, it's a bit. Well, it's 6 degrees, isn't it? So
but it felt nicely heated.
Winds. But yeah, so I'd argue that it was good. I'd argue that, like Craig says, focus very good, pumps amazing, energy good to very good.
Yeah. It had no bad points pulling it back.
No.
And it transitioned into a brilliant training session.
Which I would personally give this pre-workout a 4.5 out of 5, which is very good. It really is a good one. Losing that 0.5 due to energy. I would argue that perhaps they can chuck an extra 100 to 150 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous in there.
Or even up the malate, but we did start to feel the energy tapering off after about an hour and a half, didn't we? So
and it was just shoulders, so you can imagine a 2-hour brutal legs and cardio session dying off because the caffeine malate was 100 milligrams, which is, you know, it's not a bad dose, but the Ariadrensis and caffeine anhydrous would have kicked out towards that end stage. Yeah,
so maybe they could chuck an extra 100 milligrams on each of those, the malate and the anhydrous.
But overall, a very good pre-workout. I'd argue it felt healthy as well. It would be a daily driver.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Something I'd be happy to take daily without feeling negative side effects.
No rapid heart rate, no sweats, no jitteriness.
Not to a degree where you feel unhealthy on it. It's a nice,
usable amount.
Yeah. Very nice.
I think that covers all aspects, doesn't it? Anything else you want to touch on?
No.
Other than the fact that the pumps were so good that we did actually do research, more research than we already knew, obviously, between L-citrulline and L-citrulline malate.
Yeah.
And we did come to a conclusion that the malate one is the better one, which is in this.
Even though the general consensus is people prefer L-citrulline, but the malic acid for me, it just feels better. Yeah, and it has done in all pre's in the past.
Yeah, better delivery of nutrients, blood flow, things like that.
Exactly. So yeah, that a 4.5 out of 5. Can't really argue against it other than the small points, but 4.5 is a fantastic score. So Limitless, I'd say well done to you guys for that. Muscle Rage.
It pretty much was near on Limitless, wasn't it?
It was. It was. So yeah.
Final verdict time. Final verdict with Limitless. So we're going to go across all 3 categories as discussed and give you the ratings. So what was first?
So honest feedback. So first we had the taste. We did argue that it, to be honest with you, we had cotton candy flavour, which was expecting to come out pink and obviously tasting like cotton candy. We've had cotton candy in the past and we would like to think we know what that tastes like to a degree. I would argue that perhaps on this sample, and obviously this probably isn't going to affect you on tubs, it's very unlikely, that it was blue raspberry flavour and it come out blue as well, so that's a bit convenient.
It looked like the Smurf one, the
cremated Smurf.
I mean, how is the cremated Smurf going to look in comparison to that? Both blue? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Interesting.
But it's still nonetheless mixed okay, tasted good, 4 out of 5.
No complaints apart from the one we said.
Moving on to the price. Again, just under £1 a serve, or $1.30, which on our pricing scale, which stays consistent forever, is a 4 out of 5. So again, good price, especially considering the ingredients are what I would like to call exotic and high end to a degree.
And to a good dose as
well. 4 out of 5 on that. And finishing off with the effects section, the most important section, as we always say.
And the highest scorer.
4.5 out of 5 for the reasons in the effects section. So a good pre-workout with an overall score out of 15 of 12.5.
Which we think is in like the top 3 or top 5 ever of overall score.
Yeah, so you've got to bear in mind what you're looking for. Obviously the effects we have given higher to some in the past. Yeah. But as an overall score, 12.5 is fantastic very, very, very hard to beat.
It's rare that you get a consistently high
you
score.
can't. I cannot see a 5 out of 5 price getting a 5 out of 5 effect.
Yeah.
I just can't. But
someone make it for us.
We will make it one day.
Yeah.
So yeah, 12.5 out of 15 for Limitless by Muscle Rage. Again, big thanks to them for sending this out. Big thanks to you guys for watching. If you've used this before, then let us know your thoughts and feelings on it.
Yeah, and about the flavour as well. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that will be. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. Stay tuned because we've got a lot more coming up, haven't we?
Yeah, we have loads.
Yeah, cheers guys, and that sums up Limitless.
Boom. And as always,
stay
stimmed and limitless.
And limitless in this case.
Unlimited.